Everyone's very confused. I look around, people don't understand what's going on. They don't know what's up, what's down, why we're here, what's even happening, right, in the world. It gets weird. You know, a lot of people are educated in the school system by the government usually, and it's the government is trying to teach you what the government wants you to know for the government's benefit, right? It's not necessarily for your benefit. And, you know, not everyone catches on to this, not everyone even notices it. But here's the thing life in general is a lot about searching for truth. That's the real reason we're here, right? You can look at what is the most important thing you should be spending your time on in life. Is it having a family? It's a pretty honorable thing. Is it having a good career? Doing something worthwhile, climb Mount Everest, something challenging, or, you know, some people just to, be a cog in a machine and do your 9 to 5, that type of thing, just because that's, a simple thing to do. Look, at the end of the day, the number one thing you can do is to look for what is true. Now, why is this? Whether it's a spiritual enlightenment, it's scientific, looking for answers of the universe, all these things, or just day to day, learning from experiences. What is the way the world operates, the way it works? This is the one thing that could be the most powerful thing you do is looking for truth, what is real. Now, why bring this up? Most people are looking for just what makes them happy, what makes them feel good, right? But here's the problem: looking for what makes you happy and feel good is a fleeting thing. Drugs can make you feel happy, alcohol can make you feel happy. Going to a comedy show can make you feel happy, right? But those are short term. Those are just like little, you know, dopamine hits that make you feel better. Look, that's not how you feel happy. What is the number one thing that makes you feel bad, right? Really, it's this state of fear that you can be put into. And what puts you in fear? Well, confusion. When you're confused and you don't understand what's going on, you tend to lock up. You tend to freeze up. You go into your, flight or fight system where you just choose to not fight because you don't know what's going on. You don't understand what the threat is. And this is what I see a lot of people in the world like right now. Now, people used to have religion as a common practice, and that religion gave people something to hold on to give them a framework to understand the world so they could have confidence in what was going on. And this would cause people to not be in a state of fear all the time, right? All right. That's not a thing anymore for whatever reason. Religion is dropped off a cliff. And, some people say that's good, some people say it's bad. And it's a lot to do with a lot of scientific finds, right? That have answered a lot of things for people that they think they don't need religion anymore in whatever capacity, right? And maybe that's some truth to it, but here's the thing. Most of you or people take on its face that, God is dead or, there is no religion. And from there, you go into nothingness, right? You don't have a good framework because, one, the education system is not giving you a good framework for how the world really generally works, or the universe generally works. And it leaves you with a lot of questions. This can make things in the world seem like this elusive thing, like people get confused why world leaders do certain things, or why the economy is a certain way, why they don't have any money, etc., etc. Look, you have to take it on yourself to start learning the way things really are. Okay? Because when you're in this state of confusion, right? And maybe you're religious and you say, no, I do understand how things are working. Maybe you're a Christian, a Buddhist, a Muslim, and you do have this confidence, right? All right. I would challenge any of you to say, hey, I feel confident about how these things are working and or how the world works, but examine yourself. Are you getting results? As in, are the things you're doing based off of your worldview, is it giving you the results you expected or you wanted? Are you doing good things and are you being rewarded for them? Are you able to have a happy lifestyle, etc.? And some people may say, well, that's not the point. The point is eternal, reward, going to heaven or something like that, right? Okay, very good. Well, even more so, the Bible, other religions, God says very clearly that he will reward in this life righteous people. All right? Look at Job. Job went through a lot of struggle. God tested him. He gave him hardship. And he made it through it. And for that, God rewarded him here on this earth, right? Now, this is one scenario. But look, are you getting rewarded in life? Are you having successes? Are you doing well? If you're not, maybe you should start questioning whether your worldview is correct. Right? Are you going along with the wrong battle plan? This is, kind of like a big battle over truth, spiritually and all that. But here's the thing. You should make your number one pursuit in life whatever is true. Because whatever is true, it's going to resonate with reality. And you're going to have benefits from it. If you follow a system that fundamentally is correct, it will give you good results. All right? So here's what you should do. You should, in life, look and see, am I in an abundant place? Am I financially okay? Am I physically fit? Is my health all right? Is my friend and family situation okay? Mm-hmm. If not, you might be living in a lie. If you're living in that lie, you should probably reconsider how you think the world operates. No matter what your religion is, your political orientation, etc. And just ask yourself, what else could there be? Okay? Now, just this little thing, changing your intention from doing what you are told or what you have been told is true to I will find out what is true will reset your mind so that you will completely shift your focus. And when that happens, you will start to find what is true. Okay, I know this sounds like a word salad. It's 4 a.m. people. I'm trying to make this thing work. All right. This one thing, it's helped a lot. I've seen it help people. Now, you might not know where to start. Start with the setting your intention. My major goal in life is to find what is true. And you're about to go on a big roller coaster ride, especially if you live more in a lie, because everything will get turned upside down. You'll have so much internal conflict and all that stuff, but that's fine. You have to work it out of your conscious, the lies. And once you begin to see, the confusion will begin to go away. The anxiety will begin to go away over what's happening, and you won't have as much doubt about the future. You'll see clearly. Your intention's now set. Okay. Where do you begin looking for truth? It's a good question. That one could be very tricky. I would suggest, and here is the number one way, from reality itself. This one is undeniable. If you pick up something and you drop it, you'll see that it falls, right? If you set something on fire, it will burn, okay? One of the ways that a lot of religions talk about how to become enlightened, so to say, is there's kind of two ways. One is a person who goes in a cave and they sit and they ponder and they think and meditate. This would be like a scholar of some type, somebody who examines the world through other people's experiences and through their mind. The second person is someone who goes out into action and is a warrior. They're somebody who deals with reality on a first basis interaction. And these people, they learn through experience. For most of you, especially if you're young, the way you're going to find truth is through experience. You're going to have to go out into the world and you're going to have to try to accomplish a goal. And during that mission of trying to accomplish a goal, you are going to learn a lot of things, right? Why is that? Because during your mission, problems will come up. Things you didn't expect, things you didn't foresee. And when that happens, you will realize you will have to learn a new thing and reassess your position in the way that you saw the world so that you can overcome that small objective to reach the bigger goal, right? Now, in doing this, you will begin to learn the truth of reality, what is going on. Now, for a lot of people, what could be a really simple way to find a mission or a goal? You would want it to be something like bettering your own life and at the same time bettering other people's lives. This would be a good direction, I would suggest, right? We are all put here on this earth with the first responsibility of taking care of ourselves. Now, some of you might think immediately, that sounds selfish. It's not selfish. Somebody has to take care of you. If you don't take care of yourself, you become somebody else's problem. Okay? So, right out the gate, you need to be selfless by first taking care of your own responsibilities. Okay? So that way you don't have to be someone else's burden. And once you do that, you can begin helping people outside of that with your abundance. So I would suggest a good mission for a lot of people in life that will teach you many things and you'll begin to become more aligned with the truth is learn how to, on your own, take care of yourself completely, financially and from a safety standpoint, Just being able to house yourself, feed yourself, clothe yourself, give yourself transportation, and do it in a way that you know on a day to day you can, for the rest of your life, continue to take care of that responsibility of yourself. Okay? I run a business. That's how I do it. And I do it with, I don't have a boss. I don't have a person telling me what to do. I have figured it out. And it has taught me many things, right? So take the warrior's path if you want to begin to learn truth. Go out and, fight in the spiritual war out in the world so that you can forge your spirit and refine yourself to grow and to gain more truth about how the world works. And you'll be this small little light at first, but you'll start glowing and growing to the point where you'll end up shedding or spreading a light so you can see more of what reality is. Right? Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.